made it, I think. Well, I think you'd made it, because if you're listening to this, if you can hear the sound of my voice, that means that you've correctly gone to the website. That means that you've correctly logged on. Well, you don't actually technically have to log on, but you figured out how to get there, and you've figured out through the tabs how to click the link to see this video. So, congratulations. It's half of the assignment tonight is just try to figure out how to get to where you need to. And hopefully in doing so, you've taken a few moments just to look around the website and see what this process kind of looks like and how I explain that to you online. But the goal of this video is not just to successfully get to the website, but also for you to see how we're going to be taking notes in this class and how it's going to change a little bit from the way that we have done in the past. So what you see here is on your screen is basically a digital image of like a gridded piece of paper, which represents one of your pages in your notebook. So I'm going to show you how we are going to be doing notes now in class. So as I zoom in, what we're going to do is we're going to actually keep the heading the same. So whenever I give you every day 1 minute to do your heading, you're going to continue to do the same thing when you start to watch a video for class. So we're going to start by gridding in these first 3 boxes as we have done. And then we're going to continue with writing the word objective here. And let's say we're doing this for objective 3, I don't know, let's just give it like an X because this is an example. So this is objective 3 example. And our objective tonight, so we're going to skip down 1 and go over 1. We'll indent 1. The students will be able to, actually I need to zoom in just a little bit because it's hard. It's hard for me to write that small. Alright, students will be able to, and your goal tonight is really learn how to take notes for Unit 4. And that's an exclamation mark because we're excited about this. So what you'll see is that we actually haven't changed anything right away with the way that we're heading our paper. And we're going to make sure that we finish out that heading on this paper by coming over here. We're going to be writing my name, not my name, but your name. So if I was you, my name would be Mr. Weitzel, but I'm not you, I'm me, so my name is still Mr. Weitzel. And the date, whatever today's date is, and then your advisory. Mine is Indiana, and because I'm excited about it. So the heading is still the same. What's going to change then is how I'm going to actually take the physical notes. So let's just say I have 3 examples, and what you'll see in the notes, if you haven't already and you don't feel necessarily tonight because it's not something I'm going to make you do, click on some of the other videos. You'll see that basically the videos are broken up into the PowerPoints like I give them to you in class, where there's 3 or 4 examples. So normally in class we would say, well, we're going to do example 1. So we would pop down here, we'd come over 1, down 1, and I would write a little box and say my example 1. And in class, we would just go ahead and we would use the entire page. Let me zoom out so you can see. We would use the entire page to work out example 1. So all of this, we would use it up, which is great. But because we're structuring this a little bit differently, what we're going to do now is we're actually going to take and we're going to divide our paper in half. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line down the center of the page. I'm going to actually just make that a little bit more of a wider line here. So I'm taking and I'm drawing a line down the center page that bisects the page in half. And so what I can see now is I have 2 sections. I have a left side and a right side. When we're watching the video the night before for our homework, we are going to be taking notes only on the left side of the paper, so only where I'm shading the yellow. When you come to class tomorrow, or the day after watching the video, the right side, or this side of your paper, should look exactly the way it looks right now. Completely blank. There should be nothing on the right side. The reason for this is tomorrow you'll test, well, when we do this, The following day, you would test into class at a different level. And if you're a level 1 or level 2, you're going to continue working down through some notes with me, and we need space to take those notes. So when we come to class, we will fill in this right side in class. But at home at night, you're not filling anything on the right side. So the only place you should be writing is in the, where I have this shaded yellow side, or the left side of your paper. I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm going to zoom in here. And let's just say that our example one is we want to write only on the left side of the paper. So our example one is actually our point one, is that we're writing only on the left side of the paper. Notice I'm double spacing my lines, just like you should be doing as well, and that shouldn't be anything new. So that should stay the same. And like I said, there's going to be multiple examples each night. So if that was example one, so example two, then I'm just going to hop down here. I'm going to say, oh, check this out. Example two works just like example one. So example two, again, is on the left side of the paper. And I'm going to say that the right side of my paper should be blank. When I come to class. Because when I come to class, there's a possibility that I'll need someplace to write notes when we review some of these examples in class. So I will be doing then that on the right side. So as you can see, and I'll zoom out again. As you can see, as you fill in your notes for the night, this side of your page will fill up, whereas the other side will not. That's basically the difference in the notes. Everything else we'll see happen in class. So as you, again, watch these videos the night before and you take the notes, and I try to be very specific in those videos about what you need to write down and when you need to write things down and what not to write down. When you write those things down, you're doing that only on the left-hand side, and so that when you come in the next day, the right side of your page is blank. Now, you've done a great job getting to the video, navigating the website and getting here. You've done a great job listening to the video. So I'm going to make your homework assignment really, really, really easy tonight. What you need to do for tomorrow is not only have what is written on this paper on a page in your notebook as your homework for tonight, but also write down two things that are the same with the way that we've been taking notes in class, with how we're going to be taking notes the night before, and give me one thing that is different. So there should be 3 complete sentences in addition to what I see right now written on this paper in the notebook. And you don't actually have to write the squiggly lines. So let's just get rid of the squiggly lines. So I should see this in your notebook for your homework plus 3 complete sentences. Let's make sure we write those down here. You can see that down at the bottom of your page. So write your 3 complete sentences, 2 that are expressing the similarities between how we've been taking notes in class and how we're going to be taking notes, and one of the sentences, one of your 3, should be what is one difference. So that's your homework assignment for tonight. And if you have a little bit of time and willpower to look through some of the other videos, knock yourself out. They're there for your viewing pleasure, guys. So take a look, see what you see, and once you've got that complete, you're done with your math homework. I'll see you in the morning. Have a good night.